Welcome to Read in Minutes. Here are 7 important lessons from Intuitive Eating, a revolutionary program that works by Evelyn Tribole and Elyse Resch. If you enjoy it, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get started. Lesson 1. Reject the diet mentality. The diet mentality is the belief that thinness is the ultimate goal for health and happiness, which leads people to constantly chase diets that promise quick fixes and dramatic results. However, this mentality often causes emotional harm because diets typically fail in the long term. Many people who follow diets end up in a cycle of losing and gaining weight, also known as yo-yo dieting. This cycle is not only physically exhausting, but can create a sense of failure, leading to guilt, shame, and frustration. Rejecting the diet mentality means freeing yourself from these external pressures and the false promises of fad diets. Instead, focus on reconnecting with your body's natural hunger and fullness signals, without attaching your self-worth to a specific weight or size. Lesson 2. Honor your hunger. Dieting often teaches people to ignore hunger, or try to push through it with tricks like drinking water or chewing gum. However, hunger is your body's natural way of telling you that it needs energy. Ignoring hunger can lead to intense cravings, irritability, and eventually binge eating when your body finally gets access to food. Honoring your hunger means listening to your body's early signs of hunger and responding by eating. This helps prevent getting too hungry, which can lead to overeating. When you feed your body consistently, you build trust with it, and you begin to feel more in control of your eating habits. Over time, this creates a balanced and healthy approach to food. Lesson 3. Make peace with food. Dieting creates an unhealthy relationship with food by labeling some foods as bad or off-limits, which can increase your desire for them. When you restrict certain foods, you may become obsessed with them, leading to binging or overeating when you finally allow yourself to eat them. Making peace with food means giving yourself unconditional permission to eat all foods. It's about removing the moral value attached to food. No food is good or bad, and eating something doesn't make you a better or worse person. When you stop restricting yourself, you'll find that your intense cravings for certain foods lessen over time. You can enjoy all foods in moderation, without the guilt or shame that often accompanies eating so-called bad foods. This balance promotes a healthier and more joyful relationship with eating. Lesson 4. Respect your fullness. Just as your body signals hunger, it also signals fullness. Respecting your fullness means learning to listen to those signals and stopping when you are comfortably satisfied, rather than continuing to eat until you feel stuffed. Many people struggle with this because they've become disconnected from their body's natural cues, often due to years of dieting or emotional eating. To respect your fullness, it's important to eat mindfully, paying attention to the taste, texture, and satisfaction of your food. This might involve slowing down while eating, taking breaks, and checking in with yourself during a meal. Over time, you'll become more attuned to the point at which you've had enough food to feel satisfied without feeling overly full. This helps prevent overeating and leads to a more intuitive relationship with food. Lesson 5. Discover the satisfaction factor. Eating is not just about fueling your body. It's also about experiencing pleasure and satisfaction. When you focus only on eating foods that you think are healthy or allowed, you may miss out on the joy that food can bring. This can lead to feelings of deprivation, causing you to seek out satisfaction in other, less healthy ways. The satisfaction factor encourages you to choose foods you genuinely enjoy and to create an environment where eating is a pleasurable experience. This could mean setting the table nicely, savoring the flavors of your meal, or eating slowly so you can truly enjoy each bite. When you are satisfied with what you eat, both in terms of taste and experience, you are less likely to overeat because you feel more content. Satisfaction leads to a healthier relationship with food, where you are nourished both physically and emotionally. Lesson 6. Honor your feelings without using food. Emotional eating happens when people turn to food to cope with emotions like stress, boredom, loneliness, sadness, or even happiness. While this may provide temporary comfort, it doesn't address the underlying emotional need, and it can lead to a harmful cycle of overeating and guilt. Honoring your feelings without using food involves finding other ways to deal with your emotions. This could include activities like journaling, talking to a friend, going for a walk, practicing deep breathing, or engaging in a creative hobby. Recognizing when you are eating out of emotion rather than hunger is the first step in breaking the habit of using food as a coping mechanism. By addressing your emotions in healthier ways, you can prevent emotional eating and develop a more balanced, mindful approach to food. Lesson 7. Respect your body. Body respect means accepting your body as it is, without constantly trying to change it to fit societal ideals. The book emphasizes that everyone has a natural body size and shape, and that trying to force your body into a different size through restrictive dieting or extreme exercise can be harmful. Respecting your body means appreciating it for what it can do, such as carrying you through life, allowing you to move, and keeping you alive. This doesn't mean you have to love everything about your body all the time, but it does mean treating it with kindness and care. By respecting your body, you are more likely to engage in self-care behaviors like eating nourishing foods, staying active in a way that feels good, and prioritizing rest and mental health. When you respect your body, you stop obsessing over weight and size, and instead focus on overall well-being. Conclusion. Together, these lessons from intuitive eating guide you to reconnect with your body's natural signals and develop a healthier, more balanced relationship with food. The approach encourages you to let go of the external rules and restrictions imposed by diet culture and instead focus on listening to your body's internal cues. This creates a sense of freedom around food, where you no longer feel the need to control every bite, but instead trust your body to guide you toward a healthy and satisfying way of eating. Intuitive eating is not about perfection or reaching a specific weight. It's about finding peace with food and your body for long-term well-being.